Hi there. This is just going to be a quick tip on cropping in Qimage. We have some photos here that I want to print, and I've set up my page to specify one dimension, and I said 1/2 inch paper border. So when I do that, it gives me a 1/2 inch border on all sides. So now I'm ready to print, and I have an image that happens to be perfectly square here. It's 1024 by 1024 pixels. So when I add that, it's a square image, so obviously you have to pick, this has to be cropped because this is not square, and you have to pick one orientation or the other, so it just picks default landscape. And if that's not the orientation you want, which is the case here, I don't want landscape orientation. I want, she's walking, she's upright, so I want her this way. So to do that, I just click here where it's More Tools, Full Page Editor. And on the cropping tool here, which is always in the top right, just click the rotate checkbox here, and it rotates your crop to the other orientation. And now I can drag that to the side. I want her to the left a little bit. I think that looks a little nicer. And then click done. And that's all there is to it. That's all you have to do to change the crop orientation when you want to pick the opposite of what Qimage assumed or what you started with. And it doesn't matter if it's square. The same could be true for a portrait image. Let me scroll down here a little bit. I'll pick this image of Fred walking on this bridge here. And when I add that, this is correct this time. It makes sense to have this in portrait. But let's say I had a frame that had some engraving on the long edge, and that frame has to sit landscape for some reason, but I still want to use this image. So same deal. It picked portrait here because it was a portrait photo. So it picked a portrait crop, which makes sense. So we go into the full page editor here, cropping tool, top right. We click rotate, and that gives us a landscape crop, which again is not typically what's best for this photo, but it might be what I want under the circumstances. And I'll even zoom in a little bit. This is how you adjust the crop with this cropping tool here. And if you want a little bit more resolution, well, a lot more resolution than this small cropping area here, you can always click high precision crop, and you can open this tool here. And as you can see, you can adjust the crop here wherever you like. And the way it works on the full screen cropping tool here is if I drag more to the right than I do down, it gives me a landscape crop. If I drag more down than I do to the right, it gives me a portrait crop. So now I can pick a portrait crop and go up here, or I could pick a landscape crop by dragging more to the right than I do top and bottom. And I can do it that way. Either way, and then when you're done, you can just X out or click done here. And now, as you can see, I'll turn the page here to landscape so you can see this better. I wanted a landscape here for a specific reason, and I can even go here under settings and do a high quality preview and preview the print in high quality, because before it's just giving you the thumbnail size photo. And that looks nice. That'll go nicely in my landscape frame. Click done, and there's my print. So I just wanted to show you that quick tip on how to rotate your crop if you want it going in the other direction. Thanks for watching.